Hi, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels. Tonight I wanted to talk to the world, anyone out there that's willing to listen to me about metaphysics. I love metaphysics, that's what I do. And I said to myself, I said, let me come out tonight and give the people out there an idea of the books that they should be reading if they are into metaphysics, into improving their lives, correct thinking, the books that inspired me. Anyone out there that is into improving their lives, one thing that I would like to tell everyone is that you have to read. You have to read, you have to improve your life by reading, by acquiring the knowledge that you need to succeed in this world. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no getting around it. Reading is fundamental. It's the basics. It's going to make your foundation. Without that, without having the knowledge that you need, you may not get there. Or if you do, it's going to be a little harder. I've been in college this 5 times. I love to read. I'm not saying that I'm the type of person that don't do anything that go around and sit at home and just read books. No, I'm not. I partied, I did everything, but I always read. That's my thing. That made me a little different from the average person. I was a reader. Just to give you guys a little hint about the books that you can read to help you along your life path. I could say the first book that I can say in this area would be Think and Grow Rich. This is a must for anyone. It's by Napoleon Hill. This is a must read for anyone. Anyone. I don't care if it's metaphysics. I don't care if it's working. I don't care if it's life general. I think everyone should have to read Think and Grow Rich. I think it should be a book that should be placed in elementary schools or at least the junior high. Everyone should have to read this book, at least junior high, high school. Everyone, this book right here should be mandated. In fact, a lot of the books in metaphysics should be mandatory for most children, and I think we would have a better world if that was done. Think and Grow Rich is basically more of a law of attraction book. I read this book a long time ago, but I did not know it was law of attraction. In fact, I was practicing law of attraction for a long time and didn't know it was law of attraction. It was just a way that I handled my life. By doing so, I succeeded in a lot of areas of my life where I would say the average person did not. They did in their own way, but it just seems like by the way I was doing things, the way I was thinking, things just came to me a little faster than the average person. But one of the books that I can say, once I started my reading journey with the metaphysics, was Think and Grow Rich, and I say it's a must. Then as I went along my way, reading about angels, because I'm an angel person, that was Doreen Virtue, Sonia Crochet, and there's a couple of other people that I can say that's out there that I read a lot of books on. But those were the 2 that I can say put me on my path when it came down to angels. And I advise Doreen Virtue, Sonia Crochet to anyone. Then as I moved on, there was other books that came before that on metaphysics. Florence Scovel Shrine, Catherine Ponder, Louise Hayes. I grouped these 3 women together because to me they're like the pioneers. But I think Florence Scovel Shrine was like back with Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes is another great metaphysical writer. Science of the Mind. He did Science of the Mind. In fact, I am a Science of the Mind student. I went to school for Science of the Mind. My church is Science of the Mind. So these are the things that interest me. But Ernest Holmes is another great writer. Then from there, while going to church, learning about Ernest Holmes and religious science, well, it's not religious science, it's Science of the Mind, Unity Church of Christ, I ran into a book by Catherine Ponder. I read maybe 4 or 5 of her books, but this one right here, these are small ones. This is a Secret of Unlimited Prosperity, The Prospering Power of Prayer, She wrote The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. She is a must. If you are into metaphysics, she's a must. I just love her. I mean, I could just read all of her books. If you're looking for a metaphysical book on prosperity, she is the book to go to. This is Catherine Ponder, Ponder. She is great. From there, I ran into Jerry and Esther Hicks. This is a little far-fetched, but if you're open to something that's different, Jerry and Esther Hicks is a must. If you're into metaphysics, if you're into law of attraction, Jerry and Esther Hicks is a must. I get the audio, I play it in my car. For those of you that don't like to read, a lot of these books come in audio, a lot of these books come on YouTube, and you can just look them up, okay? Moving along, I ran into Stuart Wilde. Now, Catherine Ponder, Stuart Wilde are one of my favorites. They're one of my favorites. Stuart Wilde, I did a lot of his books on YouTube and Kindle, Barnes and Nobles, you know, and he is great. He's more of a modern type of metaphysician. I advise him to everyone. He's one of my favorites, him, Catherine Ponder. Then I came across my ultimate. My ultimate was Joseph Murphy. He made the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind and The Cosmic Energizer. Then I ended up buying his combination. It's the greatest books all into one. It's the Miracle Powers of your mind. It entails 4 of his books: The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, which I have, Believe in Yourself, Fear Me Not, Riches on Your Right. Him and Catherine Ponder and Stuart Wilde, I would say they're my favorites. They are. And they all speak about the same thing, and they all have their own way of doing it. Now, if anyone that's into metaphysics and they want to know what books to read, it would be Joseph Murphy, Catherine Ponder, and Stuart Wilde. I would advise those 3 people to any one. I also read books with Reverend Ike. Great. He's on my vision board. He's another great one. I probably read all of his work. Reverend Ike. Who else can I tell you about? I don't want to make the video too long. I have The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Great book. Again, these are all people that are, I don't know if they consider themselves metaphysicians, but they speak the law, and the law is the same no matter who you're speaking to. All these people speak the same. So there's some truth behind it. The Power of Thinking Big. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Again, you read these books and you start finding common denominators between all of them. And I don't care if it's now or 100 years ago, 150 years ago, these people all thinking the same. That makes you think, wow, like, what did they know that the average person did not? So I advise you to get out there, read, and then find other books that you feel like the world need to know about, and spread the word. Because we got a lot of young people out there that are lost. And it's up to us, the ones that do know what we need to do, to spread the word so that these young people can read. They may not go out there to the library and pick up 20 books and figure out which one they're going to read. But if you give some advice and tell a young person about a book that you read, maybe they might pick up that one book and read. So that's a good thing. I mean, back when I was younger, I used to read, but I would never go into a library and sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours and read. But if somebody told me you got to read this book, I might pick up that book and say, okay, let me just read that book. So if you know other books out there that might inspire someone else to get out there and improve their lives or lead them on a correct path, I ask all of you to get in there and spread the word. Spread the word, please, so that we can make this world a better place. That's what it's all about. It's about spreading the word so that we all can benefit from it, with better lives, better careers, more peace, more contentment. That's what it's all about. for everybody to go to bed at night knowing that they accomplished something, that they did something, or that they helped someone or helped the world. Again, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels. I'm not trying to make this video long. Please continue to read and look up some of these books. Again, Catherine Ponder, Joseph Murphy, Stuart Wilde, Reverend Ike, oh my God, Florence Scovel Shrine, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Jerry and Esther Hicks, and like a Norman Vincent Peale. Just please get out there and read, and good luck with your reading experience. Again, this is Yvette from Loving My Angels. Peace.